So this is the conversation that I had till now. So what it does, it's pretty fast. I cannot believe like how fast it is. Like it's so awesome. All right, welcome everyone. I hope you are all doing well. I'm back with another video. So in this video, what I plan to do is to use Claude and create a project which I've been thinking, which would actually help me learn German, be a teacher. So just I'm recording this video for all of you to understand how basic workflow using Claude is being done and how I plan to tackle this. So the first thing that I wanted to do is like the objective, to define the objective of this project. So the objective of this project would be, of course, to have an app, hopefully running in the background or something, which will make me learn a bit of a German every single day, because this is the PC, this is the machine that I use every day. So whenever I, log in a new day, it might, maybe force me to repeat a few sentences or read a few sentences or do some vocabularies for like maximum of 5 to 10 minutes. And every day it will accumulate, and hopefully what we will be that will actually increase my German proficiency. That's the plan. However, my plan is flawed. I don't actually know if this is the best way to actually move forward. So what I am going to do is to use Fable, the most powerful model of Claude, to actually ask questions and refine this plan. So this is just the plan mode for now, and what the target is actually to get a concrete bunch of requirements on how to actually move forward with this application and how this application will look like at the end. So let's start. So let's write down the what I am thinking. I'm writing that specific part, not sure of using what stack, because I want to actually help it. Like if I define a specific stack, for example, like JavaScript, yeah, React and Fast API. So it will suggest me projects based on that. But there might be a better way to actually deal with this. So that's why I'm just leaving it up to the plan mode. So in this project, I plan to make an app. Not sure of what using what stack, which will ultimately help me practice German. I am in. Let's like say that I'm in a lower level than I'm actually am. So I'm doing B1 by myself, but I'm going to say that I'm in A2 because that's technically correct. I'm in A2 German level, and I use this computer every day. Plan is to have an app which will help me advance my German journey every day, jeden Tag. What would be the best way for a person to learn the language, and what would suggest how do you suggest the app would support that? This is just a plan mode, nothing to implement now. I'm writing this because it does, so that it doesn't start implementing. Plan mode, nothing to implement now. Suggests me a couple of ways, a couple of different path to achieve my German language proficiency goal. German language proficiency goals. Now let's see what it comes back with. I'm gonna bring my coffee while it's at it. To be honest, like nowadays, I'm really confused on what to make videos on because of the whole of the LLMs and stuff. However, I think I can make this type of videos if you guys enjoy it. To use Claude and how to actually get these projects moving. As drill cards, services later, you can add role play. Simple web stack, Next.js app with a tiny host. So yeah, okay, calling the Claude API. Not a big fan of using APIs. I do not have an API. I just use a subscription model for the Claude. Yeah, SQLite, okay. Optionally browser speech to text and text to speech APIs for speaking. One thing I can edit in the path here like to actually use maybe there's some way to use the active subscription just fine tuning the path one approach, the mix with the things like I don't have a Claude API key. However, I have APIs next to my university LLMs and also API keys from Cloud, which are free limit. So are we talking about actual it was actual and talking like chat based app or something like typing chatting functions, which I don't want because my German typing writing is not as good, and I just want to focus now on speaking, understanding German better. I like the idea of keeping the app simple with a dock icon to run it. Yeah, run it. I can invest this 15 to 30 a day, which can be broken down to practice plus exercise session. All right, the changes are designed in an important way. The good news is the constraint fit together nicely. Grok's pre-tier happens to include the exact pieces for the voice first app needs as a revised plan. Well, a voice first German tutor is difficult because I need to download specific voice models for the TTS to use. Ha. Okay. Text to speech. Grok's TDS is English only. How so? Use Microsoft Edge neural network voices via Edge TTS library. General voices got natural cost nothing. Follow Macro is built in German voice. No picture design with the stack. Cool. I need to make some adjustment to the okay. Looks good. It's good. Needs some clarifications. I made a speaking bot before for English. However, I was happy with the what do you call that? With the time it took to respond. However, I wasn't using the stack that you mentioned, but what do you think? What do you think the conversation response time will take? Also, the machine I'm using is M4 Mac Mini, which I think can handle open source Whisper. However, I am not sure which cluster, the Grok one or self-hosted one. Um, I would appreciate pre cannot be achieved. Working app is my top priority. Okay. Some block is about put transcription behind the small interface. So you can change not design just free tier and some branches that okay. Beyond simple sequence. First, create the folder structure, space for the planning MD files for you to get back at in the future. Right. So at this point, I am actually planning with the Fable model. And after that, when it is completed, I will switch to a different one. Yes. Yes, allow all edits because there is nothing. So what think I should use Tmux for this, but okay, let's just let it complete for now, and then I'll open up different tabs like I'm doing for this one. So many tabs to work on. Indeed. While this is going on, I will check my game. Now, so the limit just started. I've got like 21 hours to. I can use Fable all the way today because it resets now. Resets in 21 hours, and it's just what 6% use. I'm gonna use Fable all the time. Cool. So let's switch. Clear. Let's switch to model using Fable, and there are some issues you would like to address. Firstly, I an option to change the OCR which is being used. I would like to test out with two more OCRs for the ADA detection in the game mode. One in mind is LOCR, and one more. Like more, I show the option to change the OCR model in app settings. Yeah, on to also in settings, there should be a place to enter API base URL to see if to use specific and provided for the app figure. It has such cool. Let it brew and let's see. So there should be okay. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of it. I'm going to clear it. And then what I'm going to do is open Tmax window here. And what I will do is I've got the this one, this one, yeah. Okay, cool. It's created like two slots, and this will be my Claude. This would be my Yazi or everything like file structure because I want to see the file structure. And here I would also want to create a second one, which will be actually my terminal. So let's open up Yazi so to see their changes of what they actually created. And let's resume back. Yes, good, good. Are you gonna see it? See everything. I will move it bit here. Okay, good. Right. So, Git repository at okay, yeah, okay. So Git init and also UV init. I initialize Git and UV. Let's work with those. Let's work with those. And okay, right. First, step for roadmap, backend skeleton plus three voices. Please work with one and start with the station. And that's it. That's how you create an app. Goodbye, everyone. Subscribe. All right. I usually work on different projects. Waiting. Yes. Beginning is and then start building. Crewing. So by now it's been like 5 minutes. There was a couple of questions that was asked that it asked me. Like this one, if it requires, so I just pressed enter after understanding some parts of it. Like mostly, I don't remember when I actually said no. Maybe for some of the suggestion, not in this session. However, in different session, different projects, it suggested me a couple of different options, and then I had to not pick the recommended one because that was not what I was intending. It happened to me sometimes. However, like questions like this, asking for permissions and everything, I always pick the yes option. Not there are like three options. There's like one no, there's yes, and there's like allow these kind of things always. So I don't pick the always one. I always say like these things like yes, and don't ask for the git add and git commit in the future for this project. So I don't select those because I want to actually see these like commands which it is asking me. So I just press yes all the time. It slows down my productivity by a bit, but it just avoids unnecessary like accidents if it happens in the future. However, which I do give like always access to is my file edits. When it's creating new files and editing new files, so it's going to like create a lot of files. So rather than pressing allowing edit for every single file, I just allow edits for all files because editing a file will not accidentally blow up my computer. But the rest of it, I just give a like quick skim through it and then I press enter. All right, so after 5 minutes, I guess it is the first like big message that I have seen. So V1 is fully completed. Everything on the V1 checklist in one place. The only thing between you and the first German session is pasting your grok. Okay. All right. So I think it is asking me to actually add my grok key. I'll check. Like here, it should be a .env file. Yeah, so yeah, here you can see it's asking me to go add a grok env file here. That will be equal to parentheses, right? Closing this up, saving this up. Let's see. Right, okay, right. test the app. Oh, so apparently it like launched the app in my browser without even asking, and I can actually use it right now. So this is the conversation that I had till now. So what it does, it's pretty fast. I cannot believe like how fast it is. Like it's so awesome. I need to actually like go ahead and see exactly what it is using as TTS. However, the Grok's whisper is extremely fast. I'm like, what? Ich werde ihm, okay. Du arbeitest okay. Ist deine Thesis schwer? It's asking me if my thesis is hard. Mein Thesis ist nicht schwer. Damit mein Thesis Supervisor ist sehr nett.
Das ist gut. Ein netter Supervisor. Was ist das Thema deiner Thesis?
Mhm. See how fast it is? See how fast it is? I'm like, what? All right. The okay. So couple of things that I want to like change. Maybe what I would like to have